All right, a very good morning to everyone. The Second Region Child Protection Court Number One, Liberty County, is now in session. We are proceeding virtually by agreement this morning and pursuant to Texas Government Code 2 4.017 and 74.094. We are also live streaming on YouTube in order to maintain public access and open courts. We have one matter on our morning adversary. Good morning, Mr. Hip.
Morning, Judge. How are you?
Doing well. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. And let's see. Of course, I see CASA. I see Mr. Gott. I believe we need Mr. Buck and Ms. McGee.
I think they had a pretrial in Montgomery County at 9.
I do recall that. So we'll maybe get their ETA, wait a few moments for them.
Are the parents here?
I do not see them unless, well, actually, that might be Ms. McGee. I might see Ms. McGee's phone number. This is cause in the interest of DR for an adversary hearing. Is the mother, Darian Seward, present? Darian Seward. All right, we have another phone participant coming in, and so I'll recall the mother. Is Darian Seward present? Darian
Yes,
Seward,
sir.
Darian Seward. Okay, very
Yes, sir.
good. All right, thank you. I have you, I believe, on 043 again. Thank you. All right, and next, Russell Reeves.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I have you on the same device. I'll let you all go back to mute. And when we need to hear from you, you'll probably need to press *6, right, to unmute. So we're still waiting for Ms. Seward's attorney and the child's attorney.
Good morning, Judge.
Believe-
Ms. McGee should be logging on right now.
Okay, I believe, thank you, Ms. Williams. Good morning. I believe we have
Yes.
Ms. McGee.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. Thank you. Did you bring Mr. Buck?
Yes, he should be logging on
Okay,
right
very
now
good.
as well.
All right, very, very good.
Are y'all in the same room?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, are y'all in the same room?
Oh, no.
And Ms. McGee, both parents are present on 043 together.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. And is Ms. West on?
She is.
She is.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. West. Ms. West, I'm going to mute your device, okay? For the moment. Thank you. Ms. Williams or anyone, do we have an ETA on Mr. Buck?
No, sir. He haven't replied yet.
I just spoke with him probably like right before I logged on, and he was just getting to his office.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you both. All right. There is Mr. Buck. Bring him in the courtroom. All right. I believe we have Mr. Buck. Mr. Buck, good morning. We still have both parents on 043 device appearing by phone. All right. Are we ready to get on the record, Mr. Hip? All right.
I'm ready.
All right. Thank you. On the record in bar for an adversary hearing. Again, the court shows both parents are present. We are proceeding by agreement virtually this morning. And let me go around and get everyone's announcements. Mr. Hip, is the department ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Buck?
We're ready, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And Mr. Gott?
I'm ready.
All right. Thank you. And Ms. McGee?
Yes, I'm ready, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Is there any request for opening statements in this matter?
I don't.
All right. Hearing none, Mr. Hip, you may call your first, and we'll get that witness sworn in.
Call the mother, please.
Okay. Ms. Seward, if you will unmute your device, you again may need to press *6. Okay. All right. One more time, Ms. Seward. There we go. Thank you. Okay,
Okay.
Ms. Seward, can you hear me okay? This is Judge Lockwood.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
We can. Very good. So let me get you first. Raise your right hand to be sworn, please.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes?
I do.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Hip. You may proceed.
Ma'am, state your name
Gary and Seward,
and how old are you?
29.
And is this child that we're here about this morning your only child you've ever given birth to?
No, sir.
Okay. And how many others?
I have one previous child that passed away 6 months after he was born.
One child passed away after he was born?
Yes, sir. 6 months.
Okay. Now, tell the court in your own words why you believe that CPS is involved in your life at this point.
Because I was dirty with methamphetamine and marijuana when I had my daughter.
Okay. Now, what have you done? When was your daughter born?
In May on the
Okay. And what have you done since then to do something about your methamphetamine problem?
I've been working services. I took a 2-week stay in rehab. I'm doing counseling and therapy and drug testing.
Okay. And your 2-week stay in rehab, were you discharged?
No, sir.
Okay. You just left.
I left for a number of reasons.
Okay. But you were not successfully discharged. It's my point.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, how long have you done meth?
Quite a few years. I would say 7+.
7+?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you were initially interviewed by the investigator for CPS, you told her that you didn't know Mr. Reeves had a meth problem, correct?
I honestly cannot say that's correct because I don't remember my conversation at first.
Okay.
They
Did you
came
ever?
in my hospital. Sorry.
I'm sorry. What?
They came in my hospital room while I was by myself and medicined up on pain medicine from having my baby.
Okay. And have you ever seen Mr. Reeves do methamphetamines?
No,
Okay. And how long have y'all been together?
8 years.
Okay. Did it surprise you 2 weeks ago when he told me that he had a decades-old methamphetamine problem?
Yes.
That surprised you?
Yes.
Okay. And when was the last time you did methamphetamines?
It's been about a month ago.
A month ago. How old is your child now?
5 months old.
5 months? Okay. So you've still been doing meth after your child was born, correct?
Yes.
Can you be a good parent when you're on methamphetamines?
I think it depends on the person. But yes,
I would object as to speculation, Judge.
That's
Overruled.
that's
Overruled.
her personal experience.
I have been a very good mother to my daughter.
Okay.
She had everything she needed. She never even had a diaper rash until she went to her grandmother.
Okay. All right. Judge, I'm going to pass that witness.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Buck.
Ms. Stewart, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's get straight to the point on this. What are you asking the court for today?
My baby to be home.
Okay, so you want the child returned.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that's returned to you with is Mr. Rives your husband?
Yes, sir.
And you want the baby returned to the two of you. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And where are you living?
We live in Horseshoe Lake Estates.
Okay. And what type of home do you have?
We have an RV.
Okay. And what type of RV is it?
It's I don't know how to explain that.
Okay.
I'd have to go look at it.
Okay, well, hold on. You don't need to do that. Do you have electrical connections to the RV?
Yes.
Okay. Is there plumbing connected to the RV?
Yes.
So the water runs and the toilet's flushed. That correct?
Correct.
And the lights come on. And is there a refrigerator?
Yes.
Okay. And does it effectively function as a shelter where no rain or outdoor elements could get in? Is that correct?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. And has anyone come out to see that property from CPS or CASA or anybody involved in this case?
Yes.
Who was it?
Our CPS worker Jason's been there, and our CASA worker's been there.
Okay. Did they give you any information about what needed to be fixed or changed about the physical condition of the property?
The yard needs to be picked up.
The only thing that needs to be done is our yard needs to be picked up.
Okay, Mr. Reeves, you can't help Ms. Seward testify. All right, so I'll need you to remain silent and we'll get her testimony. Go ahead, Mr. Buck.
Right. Ma'am, are you working?
We are self-employed.
And what are you doing?
We are handy people. We do a little bit of everything. Tree jobs, remodel, demo,
Yeah,
whatever you need done, we can do it.
About how much do you guys make per month doing basically handyman work?
Less than 1,000, I would say, but pretty close to it.
Okay. And are you guys paying any kind of fee to have the RV parked there or any kind of fee like for that?
No.
It's free where you're located?
Yes.
Whose property are you staying on?
Her name is Donna Malnar.
And she lets you guys, is it your RV or is it hers?
It's our RV.
She lets you park the RV on your property?
Yes, sir. It was all grown up when we moved onto the property, and our deal was to take care of it, and we could stay there.
Okay. And and like you stated earlier, it's connected to sewer line and water line there?
Yes.
Okay. Now, obviously, one of the concerns in this case is substance abuse. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And specifically, the substance is methamphetamine. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Since you went into treatment, have you used methamphetamines?
No.
Okay. And when did you go in treatment?
In September.
Okay. Do you have a specific date?
September the 9th.
All right. And so is your testimony that you've been sober at least 6 weeks at this time?
Yes.
Okay. Other than methamphetamines, have you used any other drugs or illegally?
No.
And that includes any prescription medications that were not prescribed to you. Have you used anything like that?
No.
Currently, how often are you seeing your child?
Once a week.
Okay, and where is that at?
At the CPS office.
And are you seeing the child alone, or is your husband there as well?
Husband's there as well.
Okay, and how long are those visits?
They're approximately 2 hours.
Okay, and how do those visits go?
It went really good. We've only had one.
And other than the CPS visit, do you have any virtual visits at this time?
No.
And the child is placed with your husband's mother, is that correct?
Correct.
And are you, not you and your husband, are you specifically in agreement with that placement?
Yes. Yes and no. I'm split about it.
Okay. Obviously, you want the child home, is that right?
Yes,
and you want CPS out of your life, correct?
definitely.
But if that cannot happen, where would you prefer the child to be placed?
Carmen Razzo and Nathan Thompson.
Have you provided those names to CPS?
Yes.
Okay, to your knowledge, do they have any criminal or CPS history?
No.
Do you know if anyone from CPS has gone out and looked at their home?
Yes.
And how do you know these people?
Carmen was working at the store a year or two ago, and we met her there. And then we got a little bit closer once the baby got born.
Okay. And how long have you known them?
A couple years.
Okay. And have they ever interacted with your child?
No.
Okay. So this will be an entirely new environment and experience for the child?
Yes.
Okay. And now at this time, do you have any concerns about the care that the paternal grandmother is providing for the child?
Yes, considering she won't even text me back. Yes.
Okay. So she's not been responsive to you when you're trying to communicate about the child. Is that fair to say?
Correct.
Okay. Other than that, do you have any other concerns about how she's treating the child?
As far as how she's treating my baby, no. My baby looked really good at visit the other day, so I'm kind of impressed with that part.
Okay. So you think so you don't have a concern about her ability to care for the child in terms of clothes, food, hygiene, things like that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Why do you have those concerns?
She's on a set income, and she is kind of older, and she cannot work. So, I mean, her funds are limited.
Okay. But if she had enough funds to provide clothes and food and necessary hygiene supplies, do you have any questions about her ability to provide for and care for the child appropriately?
Yes and no, I guess.
Okay. What would your concerns be?
Just the fact that she's not responsive, and I don't even get to find out updates on my baby. Like,
Okay. What kind of
she's
information
more
would you like to
communicative.
have that you don't have?
I just want to know at least once a day that my kid's okay, what she's doing. That's my miracle baby. Okay, I might have messed up and made a mistake in the beginning, and I'm trying really, really hard to fix my mistake.
No, you understand that the court has a choice today to either return the child to you or keep the child in CPS care and continue this case. You understand that?
Yes.
And you're wanting this case to be over. That's clear, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But if the court declines to do that, are you willing to continue to work services in an attempt to get your child returned to you?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand that services could be parenting classes, drug testing, counseling, and other items?
Yes.
And you're willing to do all of that?
All of that I'm currently doing already anyway, so yes.
Okay. At this time, I pass the witness, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gott.
Miss Seward, do you think your husband cares for your child as well?
Very much so.
You think he's a good father?
Amazing father.
Okay. If the court were to order y'all to work services, would you assist him and encourage him in working his?
Of course.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
All right. Thank you, Ms. McGee.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So, Ms. Stewart, you testified that you were dirty at the time that Dorothy was born for methamphetamine and marijuana, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Were you using your entire pregnancy?
No.
When did you stop using?
8 weeks into my pregnancy, when I found out I was pregnant.
So you stopped using when you were 8 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, but did you use again right before you gave birth or something?
Yes. We were flooded out, and I was in a stressful situation and around people we shouldn't have been around, but we didn't have much choice, and that's what happened.
So what happened?
Our whole entire neighborhood flooded, and we had to evict. We canoed out of our neighborhood, and we got displaced, and we didn't have very many options on people on where to go. And I was sitting in a room, and people were passing around a pipe, and Shay hit it because she was stressed out and didn't. Like I said, I made a mistake.
Okay, and when you're saying Shay, you're referring to yourself, correct?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Darian. I'm Shay. I'm Darian.
That's okay. And when you say they were passing around a pipe, what was in the pipe?
Methamphetamine.
And do you recall when that was?
About a week or so before I gave birth.
Okay. And so where was your husband during that time?
He was out in the yard or doing something, or he wasn't far.
Okay, but he wasn't in the room at the time?
He was not in the room at the time.
All right. And you did testify that you were surprised about your husband's history with drugs. Is that correct?
Yes.
So is it your testimony that you didn't know that he had ever used methamphetamine?
Yes.
Okay. So do you recall when we had our talk in court back in August when we made an agreement for your child to be placed with her paternal grandmother?
Vaguely, yes.
Okay. And you don't recall the conversation that we had that your husband stated that he had been using methamphetamines because he wasn't able to get his prescription drugs?
Yes.
Okay. So you do recall that?
Yes.
Okay. So at least at that point, you were aware that he had been using methamphetamines for years, correct?
At that point, yes.
So is it your testimony that you and your husband have never used together?
Yes.
All right. You also testified that methamphetamine is the only other illegal drug that you've been using. I mean, it's the only illegal drug that you've been using. But you did testify that you also used marijuana during your pregnancy, correct?
Some, yes.
Okay. Do you have a prescription for marijuana?
No.
So that would also be illegal then too, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you also testified that you last used methamphetamines about a month ago?
Yes.
And so to clarify, that was before or after you went into Santa Maria?
Before.
Okay. And so who do you use with?
Just people in the neighborhood.
Where you currently live?
Yes.
Did you pay for it?
No.
Who paid for it?
It wasn't enough even to pay for. It was just a pipe and a friend, and I hit their pipe.
So at that time, Dorothy
Was already with her paternal mother.
Okay. But you were still at that point working services, correct?
Correct.
Were you in any type of drug treatment at that time?
No.
So the first time you've tried drug treatment since May was when you went into Santa Maria?
Correct.
And that was for the 2 weeks, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you plan to complete a drug treatment program?
Could you repeat that?
I said, do you plan to complete a drug treatment program?
I could, yes. And I'm doing the Effect drug app. It's like out of rehab.
Okay. So what took you so long to start drug treatment since your child was born?
I do not have an answer for that.
And at the last hearing, well, the hearing before last, you were very clear that you were not in agreement to voluntarily leave your child with the paternal grandmother while you completed services, correct?
Correct.
So regarding your living conditions, I believe you testified last week that you all had electricity in your home. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. But is that electricity through a generator?
Yes, but we have a power pole and we are working on getting that set.
You're working on it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have running water inside of your RV?
Yes.
So do you take showers outside or inside?
Both.
And isn't your husband working on some flooring in the home?
Yes, we had the whole flooring just about completely finished.
Okay. And you did show Miss Croft the home that you're planning to bring Dorothy home to, correct?
Yes.
Now, regarding your concerns with Miss West, is it just recently that she had stopped replying to all of your messages?
Yes.
Okay. Because before CPS actually took custody, you all were communicating pretty frequently about Dorothy, correct?
Every day.
So if there was a situation where Miss West was informed that it is okay for her to continue to communicate with you, would that address your concerns?
Somewhat, but I would still rather her be moved. If she can't come home.
And let's talk about Miss Carmen and Mr. Nathan. Do you know where they live?
Yes.
Okay. So you are aware of their specific location and address?
Yes.
And is that closer to you?
Yes.
And is that why you want Dorothy placed with her? And Mr. Nathan?
Feel much better. I would just feel much better with them.
And let's use the initials.
The child, Your Honor, or
Yes.
everybody? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And you'd feel better with them even though they've never met or cared for your daughter?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Your Honor, I'll pass the witness.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Hitt. Back to you.
Thank you, Judge. These friends of yours, would they be willing to be drug tested?
Yes.
Okay, they're not friends that you do drugs with.
No.
Okay, how do you know them?
I originally met Carmen when she was working at the store a couple years ago, and we just kind of grew together a little bit more ever since I had the baby.
Does she know you do drugs?
Yes.
Now, I'm kind of interested. You were kind of upset with Ms. West because she doesn't have the funds to pay for your child. Is that her responsibility or is it yours?
No, it's my responsibility.
Okay. Have you given her any funds?
No, sir, but she hasn't asked either. I did offer to buy formula and diapers or whatever she needed just for her to let me know.
And did you do any of those things?
No, she never said she needed. She said she had already went and bought, that she was good for now, but she never said she would let me know either.
Okay. And so if the court ordered you today to pay child support to her, that would be okay with you, right? Judge, I'll pass the witness.
All right, I'm not sure I heard an answer, Ms. Seward.
Yes, sir. My answer was yes.
All right, thank you. Mr. Buck, any other questions of Ms. Seward?
I have no additional questions, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other questions from anyone? All right, thank you. Mr. Hip, you may call your next.
Ms. West. Ms. West, state your name, please.
Margaret Jean West.
And you're the paternal grandmother of this child, correct?
Yes, sir.
First of all, tell the court how the child's doing in your care.
She's doing great, sir.
Okay. And what's her schedule?
She is on a every 4-hour bottle, and she's happy. She's just a good baby.
Okay. And let's see, she's 5 months old, so she's sleeping a lot during the day still?
Not as much, sir. She's sleeping through the night.
She is sleeping through the night.
Yes, she is.
Okay. And in terms of what do you do with her during the day?
We play. She has a pallet on the floor, and we play with the toys. She rolls around and rolls around wherever she wants to go. She rolls to. She's on the floor.
Okay. Now, is your son and Miss Seward, are they married?
No, sir, they're not.
Okay. And so they've never gone in front of a JP or a priest or anything like that and sworn?
Yeah, no, sir, they haven't.
Okay. Has he told you that he's the father of that child?
Yes, sir, he has.
Okay. And now, one of the things I asked Miss Seward was about her knowledge of Mr. Reeves' drug use. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did, sir.
Did you know your son was doing drugs?
Yes, sir, I did.
Have you known for a long time your son was doing drugs?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay. Have you seen your son when he has been on drugs?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay. Have you seen Miss Seward when she was on drugs?
I can't say I have.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hip. I couldn't discern whether Ms. West said I can or I can't say that I have.
Can't.
Cannot?
Yeah, I can't say that she has. I've never seen her do any drugs besides smoke weed.
You've seen her do that?
Yes, sir.
All right. And when did you see her do that?
It was probably right before she found out she was pregnant again.
You haven't seen her do it since?
No, sir, I haven't.
All right. Now, you also heard me ask her about whether or not she's provided you any support, correct?
Yes.
Has she?
Not on her own, sir, no.
I don't understand what you mean by that. What do you mean not on her own?
I never asked her for anything, like she said, but on her own, she hasn't.
Okay. So she never volunteered to give you any support for this child?
No.
Okay. Has your son?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you ever been to the trailer where they live?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Describe it for the court.
It's like a FEMA trailer, maybe. It's got one bedroom, a kitchen. That one was not being able for water inside. They have got a new one, and I seen it before they started working on the floor, which it had a wood floor in it. But no, the other one was not fit to be in.
Okay. Is this one?
If they do what they say they're going to do, it will be, sir.
Okay. And what did they tell you they were going to do? Well,
if they have running water and lights in it, be better than what they had.
Is it cluttered?
The one they stay in now, yes, sir.
Okay, it's cluttered.
Yes, sir.
Um, a couple of weeks ago, your son made a statement to you that if they didn't get their kid back on that particular Friday coming up 2 weeks ago, that people were going to die. Do you remember telling me that?
I sure
Objection
do.
calls for hearsay.
No, I was there.
You heard him say that.
Stand by. Stand by just a moment. Let me bring in Ms. McGee's device. All right, you may continue, Mr. Hipp.
You heard him say that.
Yes, sir.
Objection calls for hearsay.
As to what Ms. West heard the father say, overruled.
Was he talking about you, or was
I don't
he?
know who. I don't know
Objection
who
calls for
was talking about.
speculation.
Okay.
Sustained.
And does your son get like that often
From time to time, he gets violent.
with you?
He has in the past. Never hit me.
Verbally threatened you?
Oh, yes, sir.
Do you believe it would be safe at this time for this child to return home to the parents?
No, it's not safe at this point.
Pass the witness, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Buck.
I have no questions at this time, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Gott.
You said he's verbally threatened you before?
Oh, yes.
How many times?
That I can't say because I don't remember.
But you also said he's never hit you before.
No, he's never hit me. He's held me to keep me from moving, but he's
Objection
never.
responsive after no.
Sustained.
You said you've known that your son's been doing drugs for a while.
Oh, yes, sir.
How long?
For as far back as I can remember,
Going back to when he was a minor?
most likely. I can't say for sure.
Did you have custody throughout his minority of him?
I had custody, but I didn't raise him.
Who raised him?
My mother and father,
Why didn't you raise him?
because I wanted to get him help as a child for his anger, and my parents wouldn't let me. They took him and said they would take care of him, and that they did.
All right, I'll pass the witness.
All right, thank you, Ms. McGee.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. West, you testified that you don't believe it is safe right now for for DR to be returned to her parents, correct?
Yes.
And why do you believe that?
It's because of the clutter and the dirt, and I mean, no electricity, no running water.
Do you believe that they're clean of any drugs at this point?
Repeat that.
Do you believe that they're clean of all drugs?
I can't say that they are. No.
About the physical altercation that you've ever had with your son, can you explain the extent of any physical altercation you've ever had with your son?
He holds me down. He gets his hands on my arms and just keeps me from moving.
Has that happened more than one time?
In the past.
Do you know the young lady, Carmen Razzo, that's been offered for a placement option?
No.
are you willing to continue to be the placement of your granddaughter if this case proceeds further than today?
Yes, I do.
All right. And regarding Ms. Stewart's concerns about your responses to her, in the past, have you been very responsive in her requests for updates on her daughter?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Is there any reason why recently you just weren't sure about how much contact you could have with them?
Yes, ma'am, that was the reason why.
Okay. And so you don't have any problems giving them updates as long as CPS is okay with the communication and as long as they're being respectful?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Miss West, when was the last time that Russell physically restrained you?
Oh, it's been a long while.
Well, what does that mean?
A long time ago. I moved away. I was gone for 16 years, so it's been a long time that he put his hands on me.
So a year, 5 years, 10 years?
I would say at least, I would say 16.
16 years since he has physically restrained you, as you
Yes, sir.
described. All right, thank you. Mr. Hip, back to you.
No further questions of that, Mr. Judge.
Okay, any other questions from anyone for Ms. West? Okay, thank you. Ms. West, thank you. You may go back to mute. Mr. Hip, you may call your next, please.
Mr. Reeves?
Sir, you may proceed, Mr. Hip.
Mr. Reeves, would you state your full name, please?
Russell Lee Reeves Jr.
And Mr. Reeves, are you employed?
I'm self-employed.
And what do you do?
Handyman service. I do anything from cut trees down, take trees down around houses, remodel, demo, yard work, whatever I can do.
Okay. And are you currently,
Scrap
I'm sorry?
and hauling scrap.
Okay. Do you have a car?
I have a truck that's hung over the side of the river, and I've got another one sitting up there that I need to get put together. But other than that, do I have a running one? No.
Okay. So if the judge ordered you to drug test, would you have any way to get there?
No. I would have to rely on Jason or a CPS officer.
Okay. All right. Now you drug tested on 10/4, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. And at that time, do you know what the results of that test were?
Probably dirty.
Okay. Why would that urine test be dirty?
Well, because I was put on this stuff they call Ritalin and Adderall when I was a child, and when I'm off of it for any length of time, I bust my teeth in my sleep, something that I cannot help but do because I was overfed these drugs when I was a child in my mother's care.
When was the
So
last
that's the
time?
reason I do it today.
When was the last time you did any illegal substance?
After they quit letting me see Dorothy again, I was
Right,
almost clean.
Mr. Reeves, and everyone, let's use the child's initials as we are proceeding virtually.
Now, methamphetamines is a social drug, isn't it?
From some people, I guess.
Okay. It's what people do when they get together, right?
Well, I guess you could say that.
I mean, it's not like it's not. And I was a little surprised to hear that the mother of the child said you and she have never done meth together. Is that
No,
true?
we have not. That is true. We have not.
So who do you do it with?
I don't do meth with anyone. I do it by myself. It's a medicine. It's not a party drug to me. when I was in school, they told me that I had to have this to be normal, and then they took it away from me after I got out of school. So that's the only way I really know to live. And I wouldn't hurt anybody on it. It would keep me from hurting people, actually, because it helps my bipolar, which I guess that drug is giving me, the Ritalin and the Adderall and everything. When I don't have them, I can't handle my temper very well at all.
Okay. So you need it in order just to basically live normally, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so why has Miss Seward never seen you do it?
Because it's not something that you just do in front of everybody. I mean, it's a felony. I've been to jail for it. I've been to prison for it twice. You just don't. I don't just go flaunt it in front of everybody. It's just something they can put me in jail for.
Okay. And have you ever done anything to try to deal with your dependency?
Yes, I have been to a 6-month rehab paid for by the state. I've been to prison twice, and I've been to AA classes on and off for 25 years. And I'm currently have a doctor's appointment probably here in about 5 or 6 more days to get me back on my medication. That way I can get off the street drugs.
Why have you waited so long to get a doctor's appointment?
Because insurance, me not knowing how to even make a doctor's appointment, to tell you the truth, and I've asked my mother to help me, and she said, "You're grown." Because that was my only cry for help when Dorothy was born, was to help me get on my medication. She said, "I've done enough of that when you were a kid. You're grown. You can do that your fucking self."
Okay.
That was exactly what.
Now, if your daughter needed to go see a doctor, would you be able to make the appointment?
My wife would. I mean, I probably could.
I'm going to pass the witness, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Buck.
I have no questions, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gott.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Reeves, were you surprised to learn that Miss Seward had done drugs while she was pregnant?
Yes, I was.
Okay. If you had known about that, would you have stopped her?
Like I said, I worked, and I'm not always right around her, so there's no way
if you
that
had known about it, would you have stopped her?
I would have scolded her for it, told her that I didn't want her doing it.
Okay. You've testified today and previously that you've had a drug problem since you were in school.
Yes, I don't think it's a drug problem. I think, like they said, that's what I need to be normal.
You think this medication that you're hoping to get on will help you?
Yes.
When's the last time you've been on any medication?
Well, I've actually got a bottle of the same medication that I could get from the doctor on the street, and I've been using it some instead of the street drugs, trying to get myself ready for the medication.
Does that help you stay off of methamphetamine?
Yes, but it is methamphetamine.
What issues do you have with your mother being the placement for your daughter?
Well, she has raging fits when things aren't going her way. She is the reason I put my hands on her has always been because she has been hitting me first. And I don't think my child needs to be around that. I mean, hopefully since she's older and she's a little bit wiser and she's not going to do them things, but you never can tell.
I'll pass the witness.
All right. Thank you, Ms. McGee.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Reeves, how old are you?
Oh, well, I believe I'm 43.
Okay. And at what age did you start using the street methamphetamine?
It wasn't until after I was out of high school. I've been at least 20, 21.
Okay, and since age 20 or 21, has there ever been a time that you were completely clean of methamphetamine?
Completely clean, say, is what state exactly what you mean by that. 1 day,
Has
2
there
days.
ever-
Yes, I have been. I pissed clean for my daughter to come home.
Okay, well, what's the longest that you've ever been clean then? Let's ask that question, since age 20 or 21.
Probably since the 20 days that it took to get my daughter home from the NICU. The longest straight time I've ever been clean. But then again, I repeat, the doctors, the school would not let me go to school. They said, you need to take medication, and this is what makes you normal. That's what I was told all my life. Here, take this pill. It'll make you normal. So that's what I did. Ritalin and Adderall, and I was overdosed with it.
Okay, but you haven't used that, though, since you've been an
It
adult,
is the same
correct?
thing, ma'am. Same thing. I have used Vyvanse.
So the
The same
20 days
thing.
that you're, but the 20 days that you're referring to, you're saying you didn't use any type of drug during that time, correct?
None. I do not use any other drugs.
Okay. And so that was back in May. Is that correct? Of this year?
Yes.
So after she came home, that's when you started using again?
I started taking Vyvanse as the pill, which is the same thing as methamphetamines. It tests the same as, yes, I mean, however you want to say it.
So let me ask you this. Is Vyvanse the only form of methamphetamine that you've used in the last year?
No.
Okay. So you've also used the street methamphetamines as well?
Not with the Vyvanse, but when I did not have the Vyvanse, I was using the street drug, yes.
So basically you've used both since early June, is that correct?
I've had 2 90-day supplies of it give to me, so, and I'm on my second one, and I got them before Dorothy was born, so, I mean, I couldn't tell you exactly what day I got them, but I'm almost out of them again. But yes, I've done street drugs and Vyvanse since Dorothy's been
Okay,
born.
and where do you get the Vyvanse from, Mr. Reese?
On the street.
And you said that you were probably dirty when you took your drug test on October 4th. And what would you have been dirty for?
It would have probably been Vyvanse or methamphetamine.
Okay. And when was the last time you've used?
Used the medication or the street drug?
Either one.
About 10 minutes before I got on here.
Which one did you use today?
Vyvanse.
And how do you take it?
Like you take your medicine with water and put a pill in my mouth.
And how much do you take at a time?
I don't have the bottle to them, so it's just a one a day type deal, I think. It's a capsule, and I just take one in the mornings, just like the Adderall that I used to take.
All right. And when was the last time you used street methamphetamines?
After my mother would not let me speak to Dorothy or tell me how
Okay,
she
when
was
was
doing.
that?
Then I was threatening her. Hell, it was right as Shay was coming home because she was going to get my daughter, and I told her not to take my daughter out of the rehab with Shay because it was a mother-daughter program. If Shay was going to have to stay, then the baby was going to have to stay.
Okay, so you're saying that you haven't used since, I believe she got it in September of this year?
Yeah, I probably used once or twice.
Since the end of September?
Yeah, that hasn't been Vyvanse.
Mr. Reeves, you testified that you did go into a 6-month rehab program before. Is that correct?
Yes, I have.
Do you recall when that was?
Mandated.
Okay, when was that?
Well, it was something that parole done when I was on my first case in between 2005 and 2013. So it was somewhere along those lines.
Okay, is that the last time you've been in any type of inpatient rehabilitation program?
Inpatient, yes. Inpatient, yes.
Okay. Now, before CPS got custody of your child, Mr. Gray had spoken with you about the possibility of you going into a rehab program, correct?
Yes, but we both cannot leave the house unattended for that long. We won't have nothing when we come back.
Correct. So you declined doing the rehab program of fear of not being able to come back to your trailer?
My trailer, you've never been here, ma'am. There's way a lot more than trailers. There's over $100,000 worth of tools here.
Correct. So that's your concern, is that you didn't want to go into rehab. You didn't want to abandon your things there. Is that correct?
Well, that's what you call it.
Well, I'm just trying to understand your statement that y'all couldn't leave to go into treatment. Could you just explain that then?
I could not leave, or one of us has to be here because we won't have nothing when we get back. I mean, yes, I won't have no way of making no money. I won't have a screwdriver or nothing left for me to do any jobs with. And if it's how you support your family, you got to look out for it.
Do you want to receive some treatment, though, to see if you can get off of these street drugs?
All I need is my medication.
Okay, and let's talk about that. That did come up in the hearing back in August, and you recall that the judge did order CPS to provide a psychiatric evaluation for you and Ms. Seward. Do you recall that?
Yep, and I've done mine.
Right, and you did submit to that psychiatric evaluation, correct?
Yep.
And that psychiatrist did prescribe some medication for you, is that right?
She prescribed a something that makes me sleep and fucks me up. Excuse my language. And I don't want to be impaired like that, where I can't tell what's going on around me. I don't need a Xanax or a Xanax's cousin to help me deal with my problems and work. Y'all are trying to just try stuff on people that is really not made for the situation at hand.
Okay, so just so I'm clear, though, the medication that she prescribed is not what you were looking for to take place of the methamphetamines, correct?
It is nowhere near anything I would even take, ma'am. I think you got a quack for your psychiatrist, to tell you the truth, because Xanax does not treat ADHD.
Okay. And so where are you going to go now to get the prescription for the Vyvanse?
Place in Cleveland. And I don't know that I will get Vyvanse, but I will be getting something similar.
Okay, and when is your appointment there?
I got about 6 or 7 more days. I'd have to look on the calendar.
All right. And do you know the name of the facility?
All I know is it's somewhere in Cleveland that we've made an appointment for. First one
Okay.
appointment that I get to actually go to.
Okay. And who helped you make that appointment?
Jason and Shay.
Okay.
Or
Mr.
Darian.
Gray is your, Jason Gray is your SCSS worker, correct?
Yes.
And one question, Mr. Reeves, I forgot to ask. On October 4th, you were offered a UA and a hair follicle, correct?
I've been offered UA and a hair follicle for ever since they started wanting to piss test us. But when the verbal deal with CPS was a piss test, they never said nothing about a hair follicle. And when we got over there to the place, then they wanted to say a hair follicle, and I said that's not what was said. So I've only done what was said. What
Okay,
was
so
agreed
you
upon.
refused to submit to the hair follicle, correct?
Why do I need to submit to it? I've told you everything, lady. I mean, really, I haven't been not honest with you.
Okay. And if the judge ordered you to do a hair follicle today, you'd be willing to do that, right?
Well, when I can get up there, yes.
Mr. Reeves, regarding Ms. Carmen, do you know where she lives?
I know whereabouts. I do not know her actual location. I have not
Okay,
been
you
there.
did. Okay, but you do believe that she lives pretty close to you?
Yeah, she lives within 10 miles of me, I guess you say, or 20.
All right. And so is that why you asked her, if your daughter is placed with her, you asked her to, instead of taking her to daycare while she's at work, for her to drop her off with you and Ms. Seward, correct?
No, I have not really said that. I said it could be an option because we're not going to hurt our child.
But you have
I
that
would rather-
conversation
I would
with Ms.
rather-
Carmen.
I said that I would rather her be with us than at a daycare.
And that was
She's
the
still too
conversation
young
you
for
had with
daycare.
Ms. Carmen, correct? I'm sorry?
Yes. Yes.
All right, I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Hip.
Mr. Reeves, do you know the people that that Ms. Seward offered as placement for the child? Do you know them?
Yes, I know them.
Okay.
Known them about 2 years, same as her.
Okay. How did y'all meet?
She used to work at the store, our local store up here that we go to every evening and get the things that we need for supper and cigarettes and gas.
That like Berkshire Brothers or something like that?
Might as well be. It's a Valero here in Romare. It's about the only thing they got.
Are you aware that neither of them has a driver's license?
Neither me and my wife have a driver's license either. So, I mean,
And that's not a problem for you.
the state of Texas said that I do not have a driver's license and never had one. And yes, I have had one. I went to Hardin School and obtained one in the driver's ed program.
Now,
So,
I'm talking specifically about the people that Ms. Seward said she wanted the children placed with. Would it bother you that they don't have a driver's license and yet they might be driving around with your daughter in the car with them?
they've picked me up about 3 times since in the last 3 weeks, and it took me to the store and brought me back. And no, I would not be a bit worried about them driving with my kid. They are safe.
What
Just because you got a license or don't got a license don't mean nothing to me.
What if they got stopped by the police with your daughter in the
As
car?
long as- if they've got insurance, they're not going to take them to jail.
They're not going to let them drive off either.
They have me, sir, several times, as long as I've had insurance.
I'll pass the witness.
All right, thank you. Any other questions of Mr. Reeves? All right, thank you. Mr. Hip, you may call your next.
I believe Ms. Kelly is the investigative caseworker. Am I correct?
All right, Ms. Kelly, if you will unmute, please. Kayla Kelly, if you will unmute and start your video, please.
And you were the original investigator on this case, correct?
Correct.
And what was the nature of the referral that came in for you?
It came in for concerns at birth that mom and the child were positive for amphetamine and marijuana.
Okay. And what did you do?
The child was born in a different county, and so a courtesy worker was sent to that hospital to see the baby at the hospital and to see the mother at the hospital as well.
And so you didn't make contact with the mother at that time, correct?
Not initial contact, no.
Okay. When was your initial contact with the mother?
By phone, it was a couple of days after that, but there was some resistance of her not wanting to work with me.
Did she tell you why?
She didn't find it necessary for the department to be involved.
Okay. And when was this?
It was beginning to.
Ms. Kelly, I want to make sure you're not testifying from your notes. So if you need to refresh your memory, let us know. We'll give you an opportunity to do that, but you'll need to testify from your memory, not your notes.
Okay.
Do you remember when it was?
The middle to the end of May. I don't remember the exact dates.
Okay, that's fine. And so you contacted the mother by phone and she didn't really want to talk to you.
Correct.
And were you ever able to make contact with her again?
Yes.
When? Approximately.
Child was still in the hospital, so towards the same time frame, middle to end of May, the father and mother actually showed up at our CPS office in Liberty.
Okay. And what happened at that meeting?
I was able to interview the father, and then they both stated that they were ready to take a drug test.
And did you give them a drug test? Did you schedule a drug test for them?
Yes, that same day.
Okay. And did they take it?
They refused the hair, but they took the urine.
Okay. And did they tell you why they refused the hair?
Because they said I didn't mention that they were going to be taking a hair.
All right. You've been listening to the entire testimony this morning, correct?
Correct.
Have you seen anything or heard anything this morning that causes you to believe they've made any changes at all since your initial contact with them?
No.
Thank you. I'll pass the witness.
All right, thank you, Mr. Buck.
Have you taken a look at the current residence of the parents?
No, not if it's changed. I wouldn't know.
Did you hear them testify about the RV they're living in at this time?
Not what it looks like now. No.
Okay. All right. I pass the witness, judge, at this time.
All right, thank you, Mr. Gott.
I don't have any questions, Judge.
All right, thank you, Ms. McGee.
Just briefly, Ms. Kelly, after your investigation, did you refer this case to SCSS?
Yes.
Okay. And so you've been off the case since then and transferred it to that department?
Correct.
All right. And at that time, did you speak with the parents about any possible voluntary placement options?
Yes.
Okay. And who did the parents offer to you as name?
I couldn't remember. I would have to look at my notes. I don't know. I don't remember the specific name.
Okay. But did you do a placement with anybody before the case was transferred to FBSS?
No.
All right, I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Back to you, Mr. Hip. Any questions from anyone else for Ms. Kelly? Mr. Hip.
Mr. Gray. I don't think he's been sworn.
Okay, may Ms. Kelly be excused?
Yes, she may.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Mr. Gray, if you will unmute, start your video, please, and raise your right hand to be sworn, please, sir.
How long have you been the caseworker on this case?
For about 3 to 4 months now.
Okay. And since that time, have the parents completed any of the services that were court ordered for them originally?
They have been just about. They've completed parenting classes, and they are actively working on individual counseling.
Have they done anything to address their substance abuse problems?
They have taken an intake for substance abuse counseling, but the actual assessment has not begun just yet.
Okay. Have you seen anything today that causes you to believe that they are in any way seriously addressing their substance abuse problems?
I'm sorry, let me turn the volume up again. Can you say that one more time, please?
Yeah. Have you heard anything today from testimony of anybody that causes you to believe that these parents are in any way seriously addressing their substance abuse problems?
No, sir.
I'll pass this witness.
All right, thank you, Mr. Buck.
Sir, has my client, the mother, drug tested for you when you requested?
Yes.
Is there any time she did not comply with her drug testing since you've had the case?
No, there has not been.
Okay. And did you hear her testimony earlier?
Yes.
Okay. And she indicated that she had has not used since she went into treatment about more than 6 weeks ago. Did you hear that?
Yes.
And did your drug testing confirm her testimony in your mind?
I actually have the most recent results pulled up here. So we actually had a screening this past Tuesday, the 15th. Those results aren't in just yet, but prior we had a screening on the October 3rd. Those results were invalid due to an abnormal pH. Yeah. And then prior to that, there were 2 tests that were taken when Miss Seward was in the rehab facility, September 15th and September 18th. Those 2 were negative.
Okay. And sir, have you gone out and looked at the home?
Yes.
And at this time, is it safe and appropriate for a child to be returned?
Not at this time.
Okay. And what needs to be, at the time you visited, what needed to be changed to make it so?
The home is still a work in progress, but I would say there needs to be a bit more of like decluttering.
Is that within the home or outside of the home?
Both.
All right. And the mother has testified that she has continued counseling. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And do you receive reports from the counselor?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And at this time, is she compliant with that counseling?
Yes.
Did CPS request any parenting classes or anything other than the substance abuse and the evaluations and following recommendations?
There were parenting classes in the beginning alongside, like as a part of the individual counseling, like early on. And she was compliant with those. Yes.
Thank you, Judge. I've asked the witness.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gott.
You've heard Mr. Reeves say on a number of occasions that he believes his drug problem stems from medication.
Yes.
And you understand his belief is that he needs to be put on other medication to correct his drug use. Is that correct?
Yes.
Has the department made efforts to set him up with medical professionals that can get him on the proper medication?
Yes, sir.
And you believe he's made other efforts as well to get on proper medication?
Yes.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
All right. Thank you, Ms. McGee.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Gray, did you set the parents up for a substance abuse assessment pretty early in the case?
Yes. There seemed to be kind of like some issues with the provider though, and I ended up having to reach out to another provider later on. But yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when did they officially complete the substance abuse assessment?
The assessment has not been completed as of this time.
There has been no substance abuse assessment?
No, ma'am.
By the parents?
No, ma'am. There's been an intake, but not an intake for the assessment, but the actual assessment has not happened.
Okay. So at one of the compliance hearings, while we were still in the court-ordered services phase, you testified that there was a recommendation for both parents to enter into inpatient rehab. Do you recall that?
Vaguely, yes, ma'am. As I know, there's been psychosocial assessments for both of them and psychiatric assessments for both of them, but there hadn't been a substance abuse assessment. So
okay,
I might have been mistaken on that one.
All right, but you do agree that there has been a recommendation from some provider that they go into inpatient, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you had that conversation with the parents, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was Mr. Reed's response to the recommendation for him to go into inpatient?
Basically along the lines of what was said earlier, there was concerns about property disappearing, and like in addition to that, there was concerns about his dad's well-being while he and or Miss Seward were away from the property. Excuse me. And so after that discussion, I kind of let that go.
Okay. And at some point, Miss Seward did enter into Santa Maria, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and she spent about 2 weeks there in September. Is that right?
Yes.
And what was her explanation to you about why she could no longer stay there?
So there were multiple reasons, but one of the reasons given was it looks like their air conditioner broke down in her particular unit. Like, I don't know if you've seen that location, but it's like an apartment complex that's been converted into a facility, But in their particular unit, the AC had been broken down for a couple of days, I think. And I think it was just like pretty hot in there. And they didn't seem to be able to or weren't willing to like relocate her, is my understanding.
Okay, but Mr. Gray, you also shared that Ms. Seward shared with you that she couldn't stand to be away from Mr. Reeves for much longer. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that being away from him, separate from him, was causing her anxiety, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you stated that they did submit to some drug testing at your request on October 3rd, correct?
Yes.
And so the invalid abnormal test was in regards to a urinalysis?
Yes.
And at that time, did you also offer a hair follicle?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Okay. On October 15th, what type of test did they take?
That was urine analysis as well.
Okay. And on October 15th, did you also offer a hair follicle?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Okay. Is there a recent time that you have shared with me that they refused to do a hair follicle test?
Recently, no. So the last time that a hair follicle was, I'm gonna say attempted, was June 26th, and that was a refusal. And I don't think it's come up since because
You
hair.
haven't requested,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, yes, you haven't requested a hair follicle since June 26th?
I don't think so. Like it might have came up in casual conversation. Honestly, don't remember, but I know it's been consistently like refused, and it's not something that I just pressed.
Okay. And regarding your testimony about the living conditions at their home is not quite ready for their child, is that based on recent visits to the home?
Yes, ma'am.
When's the last time you've been to the home?
Last, what is today? Thursday? Tuesday.
Tuesday, 2 days ago?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Bear with me just a moment. All right. Mr. Gray, when were you last at the parents' home?
On the 15th of this month.
Okay, so October the 15th. And had you been there previously?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how many times?
Ooh, I couldn't tell you, quite a few times.
Okay, so during the course of all of your visits to the home, um, did the condition of the home change much?
Yes, sir. It's clear that they've been very active on improving the conditions of the home. I know things went pretty upside down for them after their flooding situation, and so when I initially went out there, I guess it was sometime after the flood had receded, but I was able to see the improvements over time. Yes, sir.
All right, so is it fair to say that as of the 15th of this month, uh, you believe that it's inappropriate for them to have their child there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, thank you. Mr. Hip, back to you.
Ms. Croft.
All right. Let me make sure no one else has any questions of Mr. Gray. All right, thank you. Mr. Gray, thank you. You may go back to mute. Ms. Croft, if you will unmute and raise your right hand to be sworn, please, ma'am. All right. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. You may proceed, Mr. Hip.
Ms. Croft, state your name, please.
Monica Croft.
And first of all, how's the baby doing?
Oh, she's doing great. She's cooing, smiling, laughing. She does roll. She has like her hand-eye coordination to where she's trying to grab things. She's beautiful.
Is she sitting up?
She does with assistance, yes.
Okay. And well, she's 5 months, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's a little early. Have you observed a visit between the parents and the child at CPS?
I did on Tuesday.
Okay, and how'd that go?
I was very impressed with the visit. It went well. There's a good bond between the parents and the child. She did not look distressed. She did not look like she did not know who they were. The interaction was great. She, again, laughing, smiling. I did not have a concern with how the parents were handling her. There was a urine diaper changed. She was fed. Then she had a bowel movement. She was changed then. The only concern that I had at the visit was the parents were kissing on her, which I understand that's their daughter. I just don't know if there was, I don't know about the drug usage or anything like that. That was my only concern. Other than that, I did take pictures with mom and dad and their daughter, and I did send it to mom's phone because these are times that you can't get back at this age.
Sure.
So I did share those pictures.
Okay. And these visits, as I understand it, are occurring weekly.
Yes, there's only been one visit.
Okay, only one. All right. Now,
Yes.
have you been to their RV?
Dad did offer me to go to his home. He wanted me to see what they have now and what they are in the progress of trying to do. So on Saturday, I went to Miss Carmen's house first. And then I did take Dad up on his offer and I went to his mom and dad's residence. I had Mr. Croft accompany me. I did see the RV that they are currently working on, in the process of laying a floor down. I did not see the RV that they are currently living in. I only seen what they were currently working on.
Okay. And if they complete the repairs to the RV that they're working on, would it be appropriate for a child of this age to live there?
If they completed the repairs that the parents have expressed, I do think that it would be appropriate for a child this age.
Okay. Now, you've heard all the testimony this morning.
Yes.
Is there anything that gives you any reason to believe that this child would be safe if she were returned to the parents at this time?
At this time, right now, I can't say that. No, sir.
And why is that?
I've seen like I said, I've seen the RV. It is a work in progress. She's not old enough to be outside walking around. There is a lot of clutter in the yard as well, and Dad said they were trying to clean it up, and they have plans on trying to get the yard fenced in, which is a great idea. But I don't see how anybody could live in the RV that they're working on now. No, sir.
Okay. Is there anything that causes you to believe that they have made the necessary changes in their lives to where the child would be safe if returned to them?
I have only had this case been working on it since the 8th of October. I can't make a recommendation at an adversary hearing on whether I feel children should be returned to home or not.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Buck.
Ms. Croft, did you hear my client's testimony earlier?
Yes, sir.
Did you find her testimony to be truthful today in terms of your experience with her in this case?
From what I know, only being on this case for the time, yes, sir, I do feel that.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. I pass the witness.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gott.
No questions, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Ms. McGee.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Ms. Croft, you've had a chance to visit Ms. West's home, correct?
Miss West?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I've been there.
Okay. And did you also have a chance to speak with Ms. Carmen about being a possible placement?
Yes, ma'am. I spoke with her on the phone, and then I did go to her residence.
And what do you know about her living situation?
When I spoke with her on the phone, Miss Carmen told me that there was a lady that lives on the property with mom and dad, on the same property, not in the same home with them, but on the same property. And Miss Carmen told me that this lady had went to Miss Carmen's home wanting to fight her. Miss Carmen didn't know why she was there. The lady left. When I went to the home, oh, I'm sorry, while on the phone still, Miss Carmen did tell me, that she was friends with mom and dad. And Miss Carmen has not had any issues with mom and dad. But when I got to the home, Miss Carmen has her 3 younger brothers living in the home. Then Miss Carmen proceeded to tell me that neither parent knows where she lives, so it wouldn't be an issue. When Miss Carmen and her husband or fiance, we followed them over to mom and dad's residence. And you can tell that mom and Miss Carmen are talking like they're really good friends. I do have a concern about financial because being that there are the younger 3 brothers of Miss Carmen living in the home with them, Miss Carmen had made the comment they got paid on Friday and it was Saturday and they were already broke. The children, the brothers of Miss Carmen live with her Sunday through Thursday. The school they go to does not have school on Fridays. So the children stay with her normally Sunday through Thursday. Then they go home to their mother, so that way they do not have to attend school in the town that their mother lives in. And in doing a walkthrough of her home, there is a small area off the master bedroom where a baby could, stay. There's a baby bed and things like that. I mean, a bassinet and things like that in there. I'm just worried financially, and I'm still conflicted with, mom saying yes, she knows where Miss Carmen lives, and then Miss Carmen telling me something totally different in the home visit.
And do you know the ages of her younger brothers that live with her?
10, 12, and 15, I believe.
And did she share with you that 2 of them have special needs?
No, ma'am, she did not. She didn't tell me that.
And so, Ms. Croft, if the department, if the judge does grant TMC to the department, would you be recommending that we move DR out of the home with her paternal grandmother into the home of Carmen and Nathan?
I cannot ask for that due to certain reasons. I mean, concerns.
Do you believe it would be in her best interest to keep her in the home with her paternal grandmother at this time?
I do. And like I said, when we were in court the last time, DR has been moved a lot. There has not been any stability, no consistency. She's been moved as many times as she's months old. It's not fair. It's not right. I do think that she needs to be in one particular place to get the stability and the consistency that she needs for right now.
And you've spoken with Ms. West. You believe that she is willing to continue to be placement for however long is needed, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Hipp.
No further questions of her.
Can I just say one thing, if you don't mind, please?
Okay, I'll ask one question. What is it you want to tell us?
You may.
In our court hearing that we had the last time, Judge asked me if I had spoken to the owner of the home where Miss West is staying, and I just want to let you know that I have, and she can stay there as long as she needs.
I'll pass the witness again.
All right. Ms. Croft, thank you very much. Any other questions of Ms. Croft from anyone? All right. Thank you. Mr. Hipp, you may call your next, if any.
Let me call the mother again real quick, just to clear up a couple of things.
All right, Ms. Ms. Seward, I believe you're
Okay.
unmuted. All right. And I'm assuming that you all cannot turn on any video as you're appearing by telephone, correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you. You may proceed, Mr. Hip.
Miss Seward, I just need to clear up a couple of things. First of all, you were referring to Mr. Reeves as your husband, but y'all are not ceremonially married, correct?
Not ceremonially, but we are common law married.
Okay. And is he the father of this child?
Yes.
Okay. Now, last thing is, are you aware of any Native American heritage in your lineage?
No, sir.
Thank you. Pass the witness.
All right, thank you. Any other questions from anyone for Ms. Seward?
Just one, Your Honor.
Right.
Thank you. Ms. Stewart, was Mr. Reeves there at the hospital when DR was born?
No. He was working.
Okay. So since then, has he signed any type of paperwork stating that he is the father?
Yes.
He has?
Yes.
Okay. When did he do that?
Before I was discharged from the hospital.
Okay. And he did it at the hospital?
Yes.
Do you have a copy of her birth certificate yet?
I have never received a copy of her birth certificate, but I did send off for a copy of her birth certificate, but I never received it, and I'm not sure why.
Okay. All right. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And Ms. Seward, was that at the Livingston Hospital or the hospital in Harris County?
In Livingston.
All right. Okay. Any other questions from anyone for Ms. Seward? All right. Any other witnesses, Mr. Hip?
No further witnesses, Judge. I
All right.
rest.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Buck, any witnesses further?
I have no witnesses on my own, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Gott?
I rest, Judge.
All right, thank you. And Ms. McGee?
No witnesses, Your Honor. I rest.
All right. Any request for brief closing arguments from anyone?
Judge, I would, if I may,
You may.
take 1 minute.
You may, and then everyone else will get a chance, including Mr. Hip. So you may proceed.
Judge, my client is asking for the child to be returned to the department. He just be dismissed. I think the testimony was that they've from the what I'll call the current caseworker who they work services with is that my client was compliant and they're making every effort to provide a stable living situation for the child, and that she is tested clean for almost 2 months. And for those reasons, we'd ask that the child be returned. In the alternative, my client is requesting a home study and the placement of the family and friends to be considered by the court as well.
All right, thank you, Mr. Gott.
Yes, Judge, I believe my client is making diligent efforts to address the department's concerns. He is also asking for the child to be returned and for consideration of the friends of them as a placement.
All right, Mr. Gott, thank you. Ms. McGee?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Judge, while I definitely want to acknowledge the parents for working some services and trying to improve their home situation, I definitely want to commend their efforts. However, Your Honor, I do believe that there is still a continuing danger if their daughter was returned to them at this time. I would hope that they would continue to work these services, Your Honor, and specifically to address this long time drug problem that they have. I sincerely hope that they're able to recognize that there is a different way, and that they find a way to be clean for their daughter. I'm also very concerned about the living conditions at this time, Your Honor, and I will, if the department does get TMC, we'll continue to look into that and monitor the progress of that as well. Judge, if you do grant the department TMC, I would not recommend any change in placement at this time. DR already has a relationship with her paternal grandmother. She's been there since she was in the NICU. She's willing and able to provide the child with a safe environment as this case goes on. Although I appreciate Ms. Carmen and them being a backup for whatever reason in case there might be a need in the future. However, Your Honor, I do believe it would be in Dorothy's best interest to maintain the current placement.
All right, Ms. McGee, thank you. Mr. Hip.
Judge, I concur with Ms. McGee in part because I always agree with Ms. McGee, but in part because I think she's right about this. I was sitting here listening to the testimony this morning and about these parents denying that they knew the other one was doing drugs. And the whole time I was sitting there thinking about the famous George Strait song. Yeah, I've got some oceanfront property in Arizona. I mean, that's not believable. That's not in any level believable. And until they do something to address their very long-standing drug issues, this child will not be safe there. That's all.
All right, Mr. Hip, thank you. All right, at this time, the court finds sufficient evidence to satisfy a person of ordinary prudence and caution that there was a danger to the physical health or safety of the child, which was caused by an act or a failure to act of the person entitled to possession, and for the child to remain in the home or to be returned to the home today would be contrary to the welfare of the child. Further, the court hereby finds that there was an urgent need for protection, removal of the child, and that the department has made reasonable efforts consistent with the circumstances and providing for the safety of the child to eliminate or prevent the child's removal. And finally, that reasonable efforts have been made to enable the child to return, but there is, the court finds, a substantial risk of a continuing danger if the child was returned home today. Now, Ms. Seward and Mr. Reeves, I would ask you to bear with me just a moment and try to listen and hear what I'm about to say, because if you do, you're likely to find something complimentary, something helpful, something encouraging and instructive in what I'm about to say for the next minute or so. It is crystal clear to me that both of you fiercely and indescribably love this child. I believe both of you possess the desire and the potential to be good parents. But drugs are simply, especially methamphetamine, as at some level are absolutely incompatible and make safe parenting impossible. I want you, I would think, Mr. Reeves, at the age of 43, my hypothesis is that you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. What I want you all both to do, along with me and everyone else, because in a very real sense right now, we're all in this together and we're all here for you and your child especially. Let's try to do two things. I implore you. Number one, Mr. Reeves, let's challenge that notion that you need something like methamphetamine to be normal. And secondly, let's all do our dead level best to find something to replace methamphetamine, something unprescribed or that's unprescribed, something that is healthy, something that is compatible with you being a father. Both of you have to get to a point where when life happens, when these inevitable stressors come, a meth pipe is not an option. Okay. Mom, I want you to reconsider Santa Maria. Reconsider Santa Maria and get back there, get some traction, and tell your attorney you want him to ask that the child be placed with you. So please, I would ask you, if you don't have a mirror in your home, get a mirror and look at it every day, and look in your own eyes and be brutally honest and make these changes, do these hard things that you must do in order to get to a place to provide a safe environment for your child. Your child loves, needs, wants, and deserves you to do that. And please, again, remember that at this stage, at least, we are all in this together. Now, remember that just like you, just like both of you, she needs to eat and she needs to be clothed. Uh, and she is completely dependent upon others. So this requires responsible parenting on your part. And not to do that, to say, well, my mother hasn't asked me. All right. To not do that, to me, is the height of immaturity, self-centeredness, and dereliction. So we're going to talk about support at our next hearing. At the very least, Ms. Seward and Mr. Reeves, I want you all to go away, not necessarily liking me, that's irrelevant, but at least thinking at some level, this judge believes in me, because right now I do. I believe in you.
Thank you, Judge.
And I believe in you
Yeah, I'm on-
strongly, and I believe in everyone whose face I'm seeing on Zoom right now. Now, between now and November the 1st, you're going to get service plans, and you're going to create these, formulate these, and kind of a give and take exchange conference with the department. Now, you've already done a lot of your services. You're addressing these big ticket things. So you're going to keep doing that. We're going to come back to court. That service plan, those service plans will be presented to me. I will make them in all likelihood on November the 1st at 9 a.m., orders of the court. And then you will begin, or continue really, to work those services, to make changes where you need to acquire some knowledge or skills where you need to, sharpen ones that you already have, and then demonstrate that you can provide a safe environment. And that will take the case to a better, altogether different level and direction. Okay. So now, if you don't do that, and I'm betting that you will, but if you don't, I have to admonish you that the department could use that as a ground in the future to terminate your parental rights. So you all are engaging enough, and we are early along enough for me to say, then don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. It's really as simple as that at this stage. Now, as you might have recalled me admonishing you, or as you have heard me tell other parents in other cases in court, the law requires me to give you this admonition, that if at the end of this case, if you're not willing and able to provide a safe environment for your child, your parental rights may be further restricted or even terminated permanently. I know you understand that, and I know neither of you wants that to happen. In fact, none of us does. So do not forget that. Okay, so stay in close contact with your caseworker, and you'll receive a new one in the conservatorship stage. If you haven't already met that person, you will receive a new one today to work with you. So stay in touch with her or him. And as always, your attorneys. And we're going to see you back at the status hearing again, November the 1st at 9 a.m. Our dismissal date is October the 6th, 2025. So please take care. We'll see you pretty quickly here. And anything else from anyone else? I do order that the child not be moved without either an agreement to do so or a hearing and further order of the court. All right. Okay. So anything else from anyone else? Mom, Dad, please.
I have a question, Judge.
Ms. West, thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Seward.
So if I go back to Santa Maria, that means the baby can go with me?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Talk to your attorney about that. Talk to your caseworker about that. But that's an excellent question. So I want you to consider adopting that mindset and do what it takes so that your lawyer can come in here and make a plausible argument for that.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Oh, no, thank you. Both of you, Mr. Reeves as well. All right. Okay, very good. So we will see you all again November the 1st in person.
Hold on, I would like to say something too, Judge, for my mother can hear it, please.
If you,
I've never threatened you, Mom. I've never done nothing to keep you from hitting me, but I would like to see my child, and I would like you to talk to me about my child. If not, I want my child moved.
all right, so do that through your attorneys, through your caseworker, Mr. Reeves, and that will be an ongoing conversation. Everyone stay in their lanes, do what is right and what is best and respectful and safe, and things will likely turn out well. So with that, you all take care, and we'll see you back again November the 1st at 9 a.m. If because of transportation or illness, somebody needs to appear virtually at that setting, just let my coordinator know. All right. Okay. All right. Please take care. Visits weekly for 2 hours. Those might be expanded by agreement, but supervised by the department at the place the department designates. Right. Okay. Thank you all very much. Please take care. Have a safe, good weekend, and you are excused, and we're adjourned.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.